What's up, everybody? It's the day after Thanksgiving. Uh, Yesterday, I had family over, and my brother-in-law um, does hauling jobs on the side, and had somebody call him and offered him to come over and haul his stuff away. Um, he found some interesting things that he gave me yesterday. Thought I would share them. So I apologize for a possible lengthy video right off the get-go. Some really cool stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and just get right into it. The Michelob Honey Lager. Uh, Not 100% they still make this, but I do remember having this quite a while ago, and I don't remember really what it tasted like. The born on date on this is September 5th, 1997. So it's pretty old. It's still full. Got the Honey Lager, Michelob Honey Lager label to it. And I cannot find my glasses, so I'm going to give this a whirl here. Our Honey Lager is brewed, the problem is the glare, brewed in the tradition using all natural honey and the finest barley malts for a rich, smooth taste and a deep golden color. Well, I can tell you it's not deep gold anymore. There's all kinds of stuff floating in it. For centuries, brewmasters have used honey as a... And I'm sorry, I can't hardly read the print, and there's a glare, so it's really hard to see. So that was a cool find. I do know that it was 4.9% alcohol with a 21 IBU. This next one I thought was pretty cool. Crossroads, again made by Anheuser Busch. This one was born on shoot. It doesn't have a born on date, but it was brewed in 1995 in certain markets. Let me read some notes here I wrote. It is a wheat beer. It was brewed to kind of keep up with or dabble into the craft beer line. It was to compete with, I think it was Miller, had a similar beer called Dakota, which failed apparently. I don't remember that. I used to collect beer bottles, and I probably told you this before, but I threw them all away, well, the majority of them. And I want to say I had this one, but I'm not 100%. It was brewed for different markets: Columbus, Ohio; Raleigh, North Carolina; Denver, Colorado; Minneapolis, if I didn't say that already. And in, let's see here, Columbus and Minneapolis, it was priced as a premier beer, similar to Budweiser. And in Raleigh and Denver, it was considered a super premium and priced like a Michelob. So try to give this a whirl here. Brewed with the finest mild grain wheat and select yeast that gives Crossroads beer its unique color, taste, and aroma. And let me try to read this up here. Beer goes from, let's see. Crossroads beer goes down great right out of the bottle, or if you prefer a glass, pour about three-quarters of this bottle gently down the side, okay? Slowly tilt the bottle straight up and let the rest pour right down the middle in to form a thick, foamy head. Now raise the glass and enjoy. So that was Crossroads. See if I had any other notes here. No. It looks like it was in some markets in Florida and Texas as well. So he found that one, and he gave me two of these. Gerhardt's Christmas Brew. It is Season's Greetings from your friends at St. Louis Brewery. Gerhardt's Christmas Brew, 1997. So these are all 97. And I think he said, this gentleman, that he got these, well, the house that he cleaned out, I guess the gentleman passed away. I believe he worked there of some sort. So this one was born on 12/4 of 97. I, together with my staff and brewmaster and brewers, created a special brew to revive a long-forgotten brewmaster tradition, a heartily Christmas brew for our personal enjoyment during the holidays. Peter J. Kramer, resident brewmaster. So, then we move on to the Michelob Winter Brew Spiced Ale. Ale brewed with spice and natural flavors added. Okay, this says 12 fluid ounces. I was fighting to figure out what that said. Kind of looks like your Amber Bock bottle and cover, or label, I mean. And let's see. This one was born on November 17th, 1997. So let's see. The traditional spices used in this beer. It's just too small. Sorry, I can't read that. And now we're going to get on to, I'll save the best for last, what I think the best is. And we've got this, check this out. Michelob Golden short bottle. There's no born on date on this one. And there is, obviously you know what this looks like. It's usually the lager, typical straw, golden color. And it's got quite a bit of funkiness going on in there. So, got that one as well. Actually, on the top it says Mick Golden Draft. And the label says Michelob Golden Draft. The first time I had this was in Rockford, Illinois, July 1996. I remember that because they sold it up there, but they didn't sell it in Missouri at that time. And bought a couple 6-packs of it. I loved it, thought it was great. But I was at a training for a new job that I had just started, which got me into the industry that I am today. But I remember trying that and remember wishing that one day they would release it in St. Louis. They finally did, but we can only get the Mick Light or Mick Golden Light here. We can't find the Mick Golden Draft. So then the O'Doul's Amber, brewed in December 15th, 1997. Obviously, they still make this. 2-row and specialty caramel malts, along with a blending of imported and domestic hops, give O'Doul's Amber its rich color, flavor, and fuller body. I think I've had this. I know I've had the regular O'Doul's. But if I were going to buy a non-alcoholic beer, I would definitely go after this one first. Just because I think it would have a little more flavor. So, nothing really unique about this, I guess. Except it says it's a premium malt beverage. And last but not least, I saved this one because, well, for one, it's really cool. Born on date was April 8th, 2002. I'll just show it to you here. Looks like your normal Budweiser until you read the label. St. Louis Brewery, Budweiser, 3 million hours. So 3 million hours worked without a lost time accident. That's pretty cool achievement. But this is obviously something that that they gave only to their employees. I don't ever remember anything out on the market looking like this. Um, Shoot, my eyes are so bad up close, I can't even tell if it's upside down or not. Don't. Brewed and bottled by St. Louis employees, St. Louis, Missouri. But, as these have been sitting around somewhere, they're all in really good condition. So, but I thought this one was my favorite. Saw this right away and was like, wow, that's really cool. Um, again, I used to, would only drink Budweiser product and like to collect. I got different Budweiser bottles over here. One from Chicago, the Millennium, the World Series Cardinals 2006 aluminum bottle, the World Select. What else? Some old ones from the late 40s to early 50s, but I think they're both from the late 40s. And then, some other stuff. But anyway, I thought it'd be cool to share these with you guys, and you guys that collect bottles will appreciate them. So let me know what you think. Drop some lines down there. If you ever had any of these, let me know what you thought of them and what they tasted like, or if you see them in your area. So everybody have a good weekend, and we'll talk at you later.